today's class we are going to discuss about the meiosis. Meiosis is also known as the reductional division. Because in meiosis actually it is known as the reductional division. In meiosis, diploid number of chromosomes reduced to half. That is 2n set of chromosomes give rise to n set of chromosomes. Remember, meiosis is also known as the reductional division, and here what happens is diploid number of chromosomes reduced to half. What happens here is, so if a parent cell, if it is diploid in number, say for example 4 chromosomes are present in parental cell, so when it divides and give rise to daughter cells, it gives rise to daughter cells in such a way that each of the daughter cell will be having the n. For example, at the beginning parent cell is having 4 number of chromosomes, then daughter cells will be receiving the 2 chromosomes each. Okay. What happens during the mitosis? Mitosis is equational division. Then there what happens, if the parent cell is carrying 4 chromosomes, daughter cell is also getting, each of the daughter cell is getting the 4 chromosome. But here in meiosis it's a reductional division. You can see that there is a reduction in the number of chromosomes. Earlier in the parent cell the chromosomes are 4 in number, whereas when it comes to daughter cell it is reduced to half. The chromosomes are reduced to half. This is the peculiar or the significant feature of meiosis. In meiosis is also a division, a type of division wherein the chromosome number is reduced to half. So here the parental cell give rise to a daughter cell which is having the half the number of chromosome. Okay, half the number of chromosomes. Okay, here the daughter cell will be having the half the number of chromosomes. Okay, later this daughter cell further divides. Okay, like this, and at the end of the meiosis you will get 4 daughter cells with reduced number of chromosomes. Okay, with reduced number of chromosomes. So here in the meiosis there is a reduction in the number of chromosome. Okay, parental cell, if the parental cell is diploid means 2 set of chromosomes. The daughter cells will become haploid. Okay, this is regarding what is meant by meiosis. Now coming to the significance of meiosis. Okay, you can ask the question, so why a parent cell should give rise to equal number of cells with equal number of chromosomes? Why does there is reduction in number? Okay, why does the parent cell will not give the equal sized daughter cells? That is actually the significance of meiosis. Okay, actually before significance we should know the occurrence, where exactly the meiosis occurs. What is the occurrence of mitosis? Mitosis occurs in all somatic cells. Okay, any cell which is not reproductive, in all those cells the mitosis occur, but meiosis occurs only in the reproductive cells. Okay, so meiosis occurs only in the reproductive cells. Okay, it may be with respect to plants or animal, and remember that meiosis occurs only in the sexually reproducing organisms, whereas mitosis will occur in all eukaryotic living organisms. Okay, mitosis will occur in all the eukaryotic living organism, whereas meiosis occurs only in the sexually reproducing organism. So it does not occur in those organisms where there is no sexual reproduction. Remember, meiosis occurs only in the reproductive cells, and that too in sexually reproducing organism. It doesn't occurs in the organism where there is no sexual reproduction. Okay, remember, meiosis occurs only in the organism where there is a sexual reproduction. By now I think you might have known, got to know that why does there is reduction in the chromosome number. In sexually reproducing organism, what happens is, how does the reproduction occurs? There is a female and there is a male organism. It may be a plant or it may be animal. So this is, if you are representing a plus mark below, it is a female, and if you are representing an arrow mark above, this is a male. Okay, so sexually reproducing means those organisms must be having the two different sexes. One is female, another one is the male. What happens here is, so these female will give rise to a gamete, female gamete, and the male is also give rise to a male gamete. Okay, so female will give rise to a female gamete. Okay, male give rise to the male gamete. Okay, then what happens? This male and female, they unite together to form the zygote. Okay, this occurs in the this is a typical sexual reproduction. So where there is a two sexes, one is the female sex, another is the male sex, and both of the sexes will produce the gametes. Female sexes